Hi, I'm Micah Mattei, and this is my written exam for Module 1, Chapter 1, Thinking Critically. This was the first puzzle that we had to find the numbers to make everything equal 31 vertically and across. So the only way that we were able to come up with this by inserting 8 in the middle. All the numbers on the outside can rotate clockwise, and everything will still equal 31 as long as 8 remains in the middle. The numbers I inserted, I highlighted in red for the following slides. And on this one, I inserted 8, 12, and 5 to come up with the sums 15, 20, 17, and 12. On this one, I inserted 7, 4, and 15 to come up with 13, 21, 19, and 11. On this one, I found no solution because no matter what numbers I inserted, I couldn't get everything to add up as it was required. I tried 10, 5, and 3. But 10 plus 3 does not equal 12, even though the other ones add up, so there is no solution for this one. On this slide, I used 1, 6, and 10 to come up with 7, 16, 18, and 9. This is the picture of the diagrams we're supposed to draw to come up with as many possibilities that we could. The one with the smallest perimeter is 9 units circled in purple, and the one with the largest perimeter is 20 units that is circled in green. On this one, we had to find all the paths from A to B, and there are a lot of them, so I'm just going to show you a few and how I found them. So from A to B, you can only go up and to the right. So I went all the way up. Oops, my lines are not very straight, but you can see I went all the way up and then all the way over to the right. That's one solution. Another solution, you could go all the way over to the right and then all the way up to B. That would be another solution. And there are many more in the middle. We can go up one, over to the right one, up another, and so forth. There's many other combinations that could be created, but I don't have time to show you all of them as long as all of the lines are up and over to the right. This one has a little bit fewer options, so I will show you all of the ones that I came up with. You have to get from C to E, and I'm going to start from the top to the bottom. You can go from C to A, and then you can't go from A to E because the arrow is facing the other way. You have to follow the arrows. So you can go from A to B, and then from B to E. That's one option there. Another one I found was from C to B, all the way through to E. Now, from C to F, there's a couple of different options. You can go up to B and over to E, or you can go straight on through to E. You cannot go all the way to D because this circle or this arrow here is facing the other direction, so that would not be an option. On these, you can see my examples of equations to the right, and we came up with 15 and 10 in the boxes with x equals 8. The same way on this one, you can see my equations with y equals 6, and we found 7 and 8 in the boxes. This one has 17 and 8 in the boxes with z equals 10. On this one, I'm going to show you, let me erase my previous markings here so I can walk this through. This one is process of elimination given because you're trying to find out who is married to who. It gives you that Kitty is married to Will. So we know, I'm going to denote it with a circle, that they are married. The ones with the X's mean they are not married. So Kitty obviously did not marry any of the other men because she married Will. And Will obviously did not marry any of the other women because he married Kitty. Now it also gives us that Anne's husband is an only child. And it says that Floyd is Josie's brother. So Josie's not going to marry her brother, hopefully, which means Floyd is not an only child, so he could not have married Anne. So by process of elimination, Floyd married Susan, which means Susan did not marry David or Gus. And it also gives us that Josie and Gus dated some, but then Gus met his present wife. So his present wife was not Josie. By elimination, we found out that that was Anne. So Gus and Anne are married. So Anne did not marry David. David had to have married Josie. We found all of that through process of elimination. On number 6, these are my dot triangles to find the patterns, but I did not complete 6B and C. So that was my written exam for Module 1. Thank you.